Welcome to Soft Bad Monkey, a safe space for savages. This podcast is comedy. We don't discriminate. We don't care about your race, religion, sexual orientation, or gender identity. We make fun of everyone equally. We are veterans, offensive by nature, so if there's kids in the car, turn us off. Seriously, I'll wait. We've evolved. It's still JD and Uncle Steve, but now we have Pauly. As for Jay, he's fluffing on man porn. We talk like we are in a team room, platoon space, or whatever you call it. We're meat eaters and knuckle draggers, so put on your fucking helmet because we're coming in hot.
I hate your face.
Welcome to fucking Soft Bad Monkey with your host, Jason Delgado, Steve Ralston, and Pauly, the multi-tool.
I just stay shut. I don't know yet. We gotta practice, guys.
It looks like a multi-tool light right there.
No, I like him.
I like him too. I always have.
Dude, his beard is fucking like just epic, bro.
Yeah. I'm freshly shorn like a scrotum.
You look younger and you look like ZZ Top.
Everyone says that.
He's got legs and he knows how to use them.
Yep.
He never begs. He knows how to choose them.
And then instead of like the spinning guitar and the belt buckle, he has his pistol.
Accidentally shoots a testicle off. I hope not.
Oh, I hope not. Bro,
That'd be bad.
He's got a fuzzy white pistol.
No, it would be a fuzzy brown pistol. Pauly's paper sack brown.
I could have sworn I was really fair skinned, but okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, what? You don't want to be brown?
I would love to be brown,
That
but I
sounds-
burn in the sun.
Self-hating ass.
You
motherfucker.
burn?
Yeah, I burn.
No, you don't.
I swear. I burnt that day on the boat.
I don't
Dude,
know.
Remember I had to put the straw hat?
I told you, I'm fucking darker than Pauly and fucking Harold.
Well, you probably burn more than
I
them,
don't
yeah.
burn at all. I brown.
Golden brown.
Golden brown.
Steve looks like a Greek god.
An old, fat Greek
Yeah.
god.
Remember I had to put the straw hat on?
Steve Ralston Mechanikos. Gotta give him like a Greek name. Mechanolopolis. Steve Ralston Mechanolopolis.
Likes to get his cock sucked a lot.
You tried. You went for it. I did.
I did. I was looking.
I like
had
that. See, he's getting fearless. He's just jumping off the cliff with it.
Fuck
One day you're gonna land a dive, dude.
Whatever.
That's it.
It's all right. Keep going, bro. I dig
If
it.
not, man, fuck it. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
And you know what? That let me talking about just being dumb.
Right.
How many times have we been dumb in our life?
Always.
It's not a big deal.
No.
Right?
No.
Okay, oh shit, I was dumb. I own my shit, fess up, whatever. Being dumb has never discouraged me, or the potential for looking dumb has never discouraged me from doing what I feel
Right.
is right. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'll learn my lesson there on after. But you know, that whole people looking at me a certain way has kept me from doing something. That shit never really rocked with me. So that brings me to today's topic. Well, we're gonna talk about, and I hate to use the word conspiracy, but so I'm not. We're gonna use theorem. We're talking about a specific theorem out there, the QAnon theorem, where it basically has an answer for almost every type of industry or fracture from any one single point to the reality in what we live in right now. So which is crazy because it's basically underlining the premise of this world, which is good and evil, good versus evil. Because that's, you know, when we're talking about the shit at hand.
You know, conspiracy theory was actually a term coined by the CIA.
Talk about it, Steve. Talk about it.
Coined by the CIA so they could.
And interesting
could
around
discredit.
what administration and what specific occurrence in American history.
I'm uncertain.
The assassination of JFK, sir.
Oh, nice.
So after everyone started questioning the results of the investigation and started pinning people to the actual event, then what the CIA did was they felt some type of way and decided
They felt guilt.
Yes,
People
exactly.
were getting too
But
close.
the way they worded it in their memorandum was to be not to be distracted by public opinion.
Nice.
So yes, exactly. So they basically employed this marketing firm.
Right.
And these people just look at it similar to the way the Democratic Party looks at all their, main points of, interest. How do we approach this from a Twitter point of view? What's polling? What's trending? So back then they basically said if we ostracize people and use the term conspiracy theory, we'll basically make them sound like they're
we will
kooks.
discredit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And it's funny that you mentioned JFK.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there is another theory that people have seen JFK Jr.
Yes.
in disguise. He's been photographed. They have taken the photograph of the individual and placed it on an actual photograph of JFK Jr.'s face. And the biometrics are frighteningly similar.
Listen, I told you I'm a people watcher.
I have actually witnessed that on more than 500 occasions.
And I looked at like at least 4 to 5 points on the faces of fucking syncopation.
Right.
And let me tell you, I draw people from scratch. I know the nuances that makes them them.
Right.
So I also am sensitive. My perception is sensitive to that.
Right.
And I picked up the same freaking occurrences on both photos, which was fucking crazy.
Now,
and I could even name them off right now in my head, but you guys won't understand until I point them out. But that brings me back to the point at hand. The individuals that decide to go above and beyond to jump on someone's postings or whatever, just make it a point to say, this theorem is fucking cockamamie. You guys look stupid. You guys, okay, I asked them, ask yourself this, sir. If you're correct, the worst that ever could happen is I'm stupid. That is your point. I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. I don't care. But if you're wrong, you've been championing the dirtiest, vilest of creatures this fucking planet could ever fucking give birth to. And enabling people that victimize children in a multitude of capacities.
Beyond fucking grasp
Why
of a
a
normal
neutral
human.
party? Why would a neutral party decide to jump off on a ledge but for that aspect? Why? If you think I'm stupid, cool, got it. Shut the fuck up. Have you ever heard of something called, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all? You're friends with some of these people, and these people are just simply trying to raise the bullshit flag because, no, these things have not been answered, and 2, there's some strange coincidences. And as these individuals that subscribe to the theorem say, how many coincidences are you going to accredit to that before it becomes a mathematical thing?
Mathematically impossible.
Mathematically impossible. Yeah.
And with
so
that,
I say to you,
say it.
Dumb is no problem. Complicit?
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
And that, if you're complicit,
Yeah.
you might have to answer for that shit at some point in time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there ain't no justice, just us.
I like that shit. But on the real though, like, if you're not gonna fucking ride with your team, your family, your tribe on this one, I definitely don't expect you to fucking interject with points of just be a contrarian, because you're gonna make people feel uncomfortable to question. And when you make people feel uncomfortable to question, you're contributing to that control, that censorship of this race in and of itself. And that's just like the biggest form of betrayal.
Well, not only that, we're talking about fucking, what is it? I've seen numbers between 800,000 and 1.2 million kids every year. What's going on, brother? My fucking shit up.
Man, I learned how to be ice cold, baby. Keep talking.
Nah, I was just watching what you're doing. You know how I am. I can't do 2 things at once. I'm
He's
fucking
scared. He
binary.
goes, oh shit, Delgado sausage fingers is by my face.
He's gonna stab me in the neck.
They smell
And
like,
with-
they
and
smell
with
like hot
that-
dog water.
And with that, we're gonna call a buddy of ours, Storm Doc, right? That's what we're
Pauly.
going by?
Storm
Doc.
yeah.
Let's get him on Skype. He wants to talk to us about some of the QAnon stuff going on.
So Storm Doc for me has been like, to me, one of the loudest presence one
there?
of them. There've been several loud ones out
Right.
there. A buddy of mine, Nick Wren, I forgot exactly his handle.
Right?
Tej the worst. He's fucking cool as shit.
Right?
What's up, guys?
What's up,
brother?
Storm Doc? How are you?
Give me 1 segundo, brother. We're gonna record this real quick, and there we go.
Storm Doc, we got him on there, Pauly.
Hit the camera, Storm Doc, so we can see.
Yeah, so we can see the blurred image of you. Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
I like it.
So anyway, you had talked about the facial recognition. Now, what about the Podesta offspring? Was that that's Lincoln Park guy, right?
Yeah, we'll get into that here in a second. That's
we're about to.
Because someone just tuned in, they'll be like, oh, damn, I missed everything. What's up, Doc? You're looking like a fucking...
you look great, man.
You're looking like a glass-stained angel.
No, that's actually what every fucking porn scene has looked like prior to me ejaculating right there. That image. Dude.
That's
an image right there. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that is the embodiment of the money shot.
Yep, that's it.
You're swimming in money shot right now, Doc. Oh, shit, dude.
You'll never have to work again.
You just drank money shot. Oh, no, dude.
Does it taste like bleach?
Yeah.
No, it tastes like delicious Yingling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yingling. He's Yingling. That's
like
a perfect segue for us reaching into him right now. We reached out to you because we wanted to talk about some of the QAnon theories, and Youngling could be a reference. So let's have it.
Wait, you can't associate my favorite beer to this. That's
no.
gross.
I'm just saying that's a word.
I am offended, Steve.
No, I'm not saying that they have anything to do with that. I'm just saying, what does that word mean in German? Is it German or is it Austrian?
What does it mean? Oh my God, don't ruin Yingling for me. Don't throw it into the queue.
Yeah, I have no clue what it means.
Oh shit, you gotta stop drinking it right now just in case, dude.
Nah, Pauly's gonna look it up because he's fucking super smart
if it means Youngling, I'm just gonna freeze all operations right there.
What it probably means is it's a younger beer. They probably only let it age for a certain period of time and they yanked it. So I'm sure it's not anything fucking sinister like we're talking about. And how many kids is it that go missing every year, Doc? Is it fucking... And it's Storm Doc, so we're going to refer to him as Doc, so don't be getting fucking nutty, everybody. And he has some experience in the medical profession, which doesn't hurt because he's used to doing research, and he's done a fair amount of it. So anyway, between 800,000 and 1.2 million kids go missing every year. Is that correct? Somewhere in that park?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's around the ballpark, and a decent amount of those kids, like they do get recovered, but
what's the percentage? Do you know?
I want to say it's in the 90s.
In the 90%? So that's still a fucking 90% get recovered. That's still 80,000 on the fucking low side and 120,000 on the high side.
Right.
That's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, and that's just, I'm pretty sure that number is just the U.S.
Right.
It's not the world. So I don't have the number off the top of my head about the world numbers, but...
oh, that's it. Fucking end the interview. God damn. No, just kidding. Go ahead, Doc. So anyway.
But yeah, most of those kids, they are either ran away or they were taken by a parent or something like that, and it's just they get lost and they get recovered within a decent amount of time. But a lot of those kids, the certain percentage, they do get trafficked, whether it's for sex, work, organ harvesting, and we'll get into like the adrenochrome stuff. But
so I say let's start right there. Here's where we're going to start to fracture off. I say fair enough. A statement. What is it? Elliot's Anthony Weiner.
No, Weiner's wife. Weiner's wife. We were going with that.
But Weiner himself. It was Weiner's computer.
Yeah, his laptop.
His laptop that basically fractured off. Hold on, he's showing me. Oh no, we gotta put a pause on Youngling, guys.
Youngling is an anglicized version of Youngling. It's founder's surname and the German term for a young person or youngster. I'm gonna save him right now. The family-owned brewery has traditionally changed ownership through the purchase of the company by the offspring of the previous owner.
So the youngest offspring of the previous owner.
They're not banging them, right?
No, they're not.
All right.
Okay, we
Yanglings is resumed, gentlemen.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
Exactly.
They're clean as far as I'm concerned.
Take that money shot, Doc.
That's right. Fucking gulp it down, Doc.
Yeah.
It's protein.
I love it.
No, so Weiner's computer had a bunch of fucking dirty shit on it. It had some files on it. One of those files may or may not have been called Frazzle Drip, which we will talk about later.
That sounds so freaky.
And its frightening entirety. Actually, that computer file that they had, it was in the insurance. He had it in a different folder under insurance.
Right. Yeah, that's correct.
And he might have used it because I'm sure he skated away clean with the first few allegations. It was this last one, which was what, the third allegation of his inappropriate behavior and messaging minors.
Pretty sure, yeah. It got up there.
It was pretty serious, and it was this last one where they actually sequestered his computer, and that's when they started pulling those files out of the computer. But what is disappointing, and Doc, we've spoken about this before. I just want to premise this show by saying I am on no one's particular fucking side. I'm definitely 100% on the side of the children. And I think I speak for a majority of the people that stop by here to give this a listen and to give this theorem an ear is because of their vested interest in the children's safety. And if this is even remotely feasible or possible, anything that can happen will happen. That's how I subscribe my life. Then we're here to listen to see what is it that I could possibly do, because this is some shit that we spoke about it that many people are willing to die for. So we got to keep in mind, we got to keep it about the kids. That being said, I am pretty upset that this information has been discovered. We're talking about years prior to this grand awakening or whatever people are starting to fucking call it, whatever it is. And just so many of the people that we have put in positions of power, employed and paid and entrusted with our voices have done us such an injustice and kept this just under wraps. For what? That I don't understand. And to me, that's just wrong. And it's now, however many years after the fact, because we're talking about at least 2-3 years after this computer was sequestered. That means they've been looking at this shit since then. And then this is only on the fucking goddamn table because why? The WikiLeaks, Julian Assange.
Right. Remember when that cat was finally fucking locked up? Everybody put him down like this guy was
a homosexual. He's fucking kid.
And like that he was the fucking
rapist. He got rape charges.
Well, he was like the fucking the villain of the fucking planet. Like he was like criminal number one. It turns out this guy might have been our fucking savior.
But did you notice on one of the James Bonds, one of the characters strangely resembled him under his whole. Yeah. And so, that's all that Hollywood shit, trying to paint him to be that.
Right.
This guy's living under political asylum in some embassy and all this bullshit. And it's WikiLeaks. But then because of him, thank you, we found out we have in the Air Force officers under an extraterrestrial, or non-terrestrial unit. Right. So now we know this whole Space Force shit, there was a premise to it in the first place. You can't lie about that shit. Or the fucking Clinton emails, the Pizzagate emails. God bless.
Well, I would like to say,
go ahead.
We wouldn't know about the Pizzagate stuff, the Clinton emails, anything like that. One, if Trump was ever elected.
If he wasn't elected, we wouldn't have known.
If Trump wasn't elected,
because they would,
it would have just kept on going.
Agreed with you, brother,
and
wholeheartedly.
We have to thank. And what we all think is Seth Rich for that.
Yeah, and
DNC
RIP
worker.
Right? He's the one who double tapped.
Yeah, he got double tapped in DC and
Clinton double tapped, son.
Behind the head, right, or in the back?
Yep, behind the head.
I forget where. I think it was in the back, and they claimed it was a robbery and nothing was taken. And
well, how many Clinton associates have committed suicide? I think it's a high number.
Like 12.
No, I thought it was 56.
It's like in the 50s.
Yeah, I thought it was 56.
And now
we talked earlier. At some point in time, some things become mathematically impossible to even be considered a coincidence.
56 suicides? Yeah, that's some shit.
Yep.
That's a hell of a lot. And one other, like last week or the week before.
Call that a curse. That's what you call that. A successful one.
maybe 2 weeks ago, one of their fucking biggest contributors, multi-millionaire, fell off of his fucking balcony in Los Angeles of a high-rise. Oh, yeah. Fell off of his balcony.
Well, what was it? The Hope Diamond, like, claimed waste to, like, fucking 6 of his owners?
Yeah, something like that.
And that's, like, something that,
Yeah.
that's a curse. The Clintons claim waste to 56 friends.
It's way more than
Yeah,
The Clintons
shit.
should
They
be
kill more
worried.
people than the Hope Diamond. Damn.
That's right. So go ahead, Doc.
I was just saying, like, Seth Rich leaked those emails
Yes,
out
yes.
to WikiLeaks, and that's when Assange leaked them out to the world. And,
Nice.
And
then
they
that's what
sacrificed
also
their life for
started
that
the whole
shit.
Russiagate stuff.
You got to give them credit. They knew they were committing suicide in some shape or form by doing that. And that to me was brave. That's bravery, bro.
Well, dude, how many times have I told you that fucking Vladimir Putin
Those are patriots, my brother.
and Hillary Clinton are the most dangerous people on the planet?
Yeah, I agree with you too. And remember, we used to make fun of Nancy Pelosi drinking baby blood.
Dude, she had fucking. I used to say she was grinding up fucking fetuses in the morning and sucking them things down.
And that's what I'm saying. And
Looks
then
like we might be getting close.
I was quote unquote not woke around that time we made those jokes, and now it's just so freaky that is all possibility.
Yep.
Oh, so weird.
I mean, did you see the video that was going around about a week or two ago of the Chinese pills that they captured in like Korea?
No,
It was
talk
like
to us.
ground up babies, or ground up human flesh, pretty much.
I've seen another.
And it was like an old news report too.
Yeah.
So what would be the fucking benefit of that?
Well, to feed us our own children. So if we're looking at
Like Soylent Green.
basically, yeah. And in other words, it's more of a fucking spit on our race, on our species.
Yeah.
And this all coincides with the theorem that there are other species that are that look similar to us
Right.
on this planet, and they're basically a concerted effort.
They're superior to us, and they want us to be
keep
gone.
us oppressed or whatever. I mean, not be gone, because remember, my theory of life in general is to be perceived.
Right.
So their whole purpose is for us to perceive them as superior to them.
Right. What do you want to say, Pauly?
It's like Titan when he ate, his children, and like
Titan?
yeah,
I thought you said Tyson.
not Tyson.
Because wait a second, I'm gonna eat your children. I'm gonna eat your children.
No, he just bit the dude's ear off, man. Give the guy a
I
break.
say eats ear.
Yeah, because the only way he can eat a guy's children is
Oh, dude.
No, but like the Greek
Tyson,
gods.
I love you, dog. My
I like,
bad.
dude.
Don't knock me the fuck out.
No,
bro.
fucking.
I
I
was
was saying
joking.
shit
I was
about Mike
joking.
because he'll come to your house,
He's done it.
bro.
He's done it.
I love
All right,
that
hey,
guy.
Tyson.
I'm joking, man.
Tyson.
I'm joking.
Tyson, my dogs.
I love your face tattoo, man. I love it.
Yeah. Listen,
Dude, my favorite Tyson is in his underwear with a motherfucking
but
tiger.
fuck it, everybody that gets knocked out by Tyson's famous. Yo, knock me the fuck out, Tyson.
Nah, dude, you'll be fucking brain dead. We got
I'll
to do the
take one for the
podcast.
show.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe I'll be smarter than I am now. I speak another language. I got friends that have been exploded overseas, and they learn fucking Arabic and shit in like 2 days.
Got nothing to do with the acid, but whatever. Go ahead. You were saying, Doc?
Yeah.
Eating your own children.
Looking at Doc talk right now is like I'm on acid.
Children. We were talking about kids being abducted and being tortured and people drinking their blood because it's full of adrenochrome because they fucking torture them so fucking violently and horrifically that their body floods with adrenaline.
Damn, man, you just gave away all the money and the meat and potatoes. So let's pretend someone brand new to the whole shit. Let's ease them into it, all right? We got to prep the landing zone. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
So, yeah, Steve heart palpitated right there. Prep this landing zone. So Doc, let's start at that. I said I wanted to premise that it was from his computer. These files were leaked, and then the Julian Assange leak that led to what particular theory is going on here? What particular theme?
Well, pretty much like the goal is to get adrenochrome
Got
in
it.
that aspect, where adrenochrome, it's oxidized adrenaline, pretty much, and they pretty much torture the kids, scare the shit out of them, like
So they can release
them
their
freak out.
their epinephrine and cortisol.
yeah, and if you look, if you watch Monsters Inc., the movie.
Right.
What's the
Same
goal of
thing.
that?
To scare the children, and then the meter
Scare
goes
the
up.
shit out of the
Ooh.
children, and the
Yeah.
meter comes up.
Mhm.
It's the fuel of that.
Fucking
city or
Disney,
whatever.
man, you sick bastards.
Yep.
Disney's sick. They've been putting dicks in a lot of cartoons, dude.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever, just
Yep.
dicks everywhere, dude.
Dude, fucking Walt Disney was a fucking vocal anti-Semite.
Hey,
Vocal.
what, did he come over on Project Paperclip? I bet you he was one of the motherfucking scientists that designed the Nazi shit. He was like the art department of the Nazis.
Well, it's funny that you mention that because every single person that was in entertainment or in news or
Project Paperclip.
they were actually our fucking OSS and intelligence officers.
The predecessors, yeah.
Exactly. They
That's why
fucking formed these
Mockingbird.
giant fucking companies.
Project Mockingbird.
Right.
Yeah. Mockingbird, Paperclip brought over all the scientists.
1,600 of the worst Nazi scientists, and just not even scientists. People who were just fucking cold-blooded killers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of
And-
them were just political fucking drug deals too, man. Like motherfuckers got nothing to do with the advancement of the human species. It's just someone's homie.
Yeah.
What was it, like the King of
you-
Dutch? What not Dutch? What is it fucking?
The King of Dutch?
Dutch.
Dutch.
You Dutch king, you
Bitch.
What is it?
You Dutch king bitch, you.
Who the Dutch?
Anyway, go ahead,
the
Doc.
Amish.
Who
Remember I
the,
was
no,
telling
who
you
are the Dutch? The what country the Dutch?
Denmark.
Denmark. There you go. See,
Yeah, Denmark.
you had a brain fart too.
No, but
He didn't want to ask. He was like, "Keep it moving." I don't know the answer either. Denmark.
So anyway, they're torturing the shit out of these kids. We got the files from fucking Weiner's computer. What else we got going on with this whole thing, Doc?
Well, so more on adrenochrome. Why it's targeted is it promotes like longevity. Like if you look at some of these people that are accused of taking it, their skin's perfect. They look like they're 30, but they're 60. Just different things like that, and it's really weird.
So it's funny that you mentioned adrenochrome because you take a look at all the fucking people in Hollywood and shit. And is it accurate that Trump has fucking outlawed adrenochrome? Is that accurate?
If I remember correctly, I read something about that.
Yeah,
But
I read something about it
I'm-
also, but I'm not 100% certain. I was hoping that you might. And the reason I want to segue back into is if you take a look, for example, Kathy Griffin, have you fucking seen her lately? Looked like that bitch fell out of the fucking ugly tree and hit every fucking branch on the way down. Johnny Depp hasn't made an appearance in fucking years. Last time I saw a photograph of him, he looked like a fucking a mixture between a fucking AIDS victim and fucking Powder from that one TV show, that albino cat that kept getting struck by lightning. So there's some
Yeah.
fucking shit going on. And that's
Naomi Campbell, or no, not Naomi Campbell.
that's
Naomi
the
Campbell's
giant
bald,
black
but,
chick that's hot as a fresh fox in a forest fire. Let's be easy.
Celine Dion.
Celine
She's
Dion?
looking rough.
Is she?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I
pretty
hope
sure
so.
that's who I saw.
So hold on. The reason they're not fucking taking action on arresting these motherfuckers is they want to see them wither away like junkies.
It's possible.
That's some sick shit. Dude.
I'm not
Or
opposed to it.
or they're gathering information and are going to wait right before the election.
Yeah, some people theorize that they're all under house arrest.
Anyone seen Al Gore lately?
No, anybody seen fucking Tom Hanks sporting a fucking ankle bracelet?
And Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, he just got granted citizenship in Greece.
I heard
He got
that.
granted citizenship in Greece because what is it? What's it
Pedophilia.
considered in Greece? It's considered what's a pedophilia considered?
Disorder.
A disorder.
Ew, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's considered a mental disorder there, and I read something where Greece doesn't extradite.
Right.
So
Greece is complicit with that shit. So that means whoever's at the top of the food chain over there, they like the little kids, man.
That's all right. We need to go to Santorini about this time next year anyway.
Okay.
and our
That's where they
mutual
say
friend
Atlantis
he brought
is.
up-
And it's funny because they were running into financial crisis a few years ago, the type that someone named Soros could come in and, potentially
Save the whole country.
give them a little bit of breath and say, listen, so long as you let me and my weird friends do weird things over here.
We all good.
Yeah. Our mutual friend, one who got us in touch, he was telling me the Greek prince, Pavlos.
Right.
He's held parties, like a heaven and hell party, and it had, like, Prince Andrew there, and I read an article where it said Prince Andrew was the last one to leave at, like, 5 a.m. after watching a bunch of strippers pole dance and stuff like that. So it was like not a secret that they're holding these risque parties, and Pavlos is a friend of these guys. And Rita Wilson, Tom Hanks' wife, has some connections with him.
Right on.
But
so that's
I'm still
just,
trying to do some research on that to pull together a post for that. See
So,
what I can come up with, but.
So the Catholic Church apparently, because I want to talk about something that's been around since prior to
forever.
Yeah, since prior to the inception of this, even the inception of this nation. You know, we're talking about something that stemmed from just a fucking lineage of just aristocratic bureaucracies and shit like that, and people enabling this. And the church was a big proponent to this, and where they're fucking paying for these orphanages and, you know, putting up the nuns, and they're actually just collection grounds for children.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw some evidence of Mother Teresa. She had some orphanages and stuff like that, and presumably they were trafficking children through them. There's a guy named John of God. Friends with Oprah Winfrey.
Saw that.
Who set up some child school, like orphanages, and
these are actually
stuff like that.
These people are actually convicted pedophiles.
John of God was,
yes,
he's in prison right now.
Nice. Hope he's getting fucking sodomized violently.
Yeah, I think he's in prison in like South America.
Oh, that ain't a good place to be.
But if it's Buenos Aires, then it's actually.
If he's got some coinage, he's good to
No,
go.
Buenos Aires. I mean, this is, you're talking about a fucking hotbed for Nazi exiles. You understand? So
all South America, Buenos Aires, Argentina,
Argentina particularly.
Yeah,
Chile.
Chile. Yeah, it's pretty some sick.
You know why they went there, right? Because all fucking hot chicks are there.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of sick.
It's accurate.
Yeah, John of God's serving like a couple life sentences, I'm pretty sure, and he helped form the orphanages with girl schools, like little girl schools, with Oprah Winfrey. And so that's where Oprah comes into play, and why people are sort of going after her, because she is accused of helping trafficking these.
Well, then, so we're talking about the shock of certain names we're about to bring up. Oprah Winfrey. Tom Hanks, we mentioned. That was one that hit my parents pretty hard. And then for this generation, we got Jay-Z, who's been on the flight log going to the island a couple times, and also has been basically accused of being in the Illuminati for a while. And then his wife, and the certain imagery. Remember what we talked about the media, that, you know, everything has a purpose, especially when it comes to imagery. The imagery that they're fucking perpetrating is what is basically required of them to be within the Illuminati or these individuals, is to not be afraid to disclose who they are, and they decide to do so through the form of art, like Lady Gaga as well. You understand?
Lady Gaga, Katy Perry.
Exactly.
Who's that Abramovich woman? What's her name?
Marina.
Abramovich. Yeah,
she's like fucking what? She's like 80 years old, man. She looks like she's fucking 40.
Exactly.
She's
yeah,
a drunk,
she looks like she's mid 40s, maybe mid 30s. Like she's.
Yeah, maybe she's got an eternal supply of fucking
soul cooking parties.
Yeah. Well, maybe the whole. Well, you have to think about it. The whole premise of vampires, the whole premise of the fucking Catholic Church, fucking drink my blood and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Behind every joke, there's a little bit of truth.
Right.
It's a part of the system. It's a part of the game. Nothing is coincidence. Everything is related, down to our fucking. Mine and yours, fucking what seem to be in the scope of the world minuscule relationships. Everything is intertwined. So all of our fucking paths are starting to cross at this particular juncture. And we spoke about this, and I used basically how I try to turn people on to going down the rabbit hole, or, you know, seeking it out for themselves. Is I say, just watch this, and when you're done, tell me what you think about it. I don't push them. I don't preface it.
Do the research.
Yeah, whatever. And then what did I tell you, Doc? I found everybody that I put down this rabbit hole has intersected this story some way, shape, or form
somewhere else,
but corroborating the plausibility, not the opposite. And then Doc, when I asked him, so how did you get turned on to this? Tell him what you said, Doc.
Well, I always had inklings of it, and then just seeing how the VIPs I would have to work on or work with treated us before the Trump administration came in.
Specifically for Walter Reed.
What do you mean? How'd they treat you?
It was like just you're serving them. And
that is that
you're there
aristocratic arrogance that I told you I experienced myself in the State Department under Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like we were getting yelled at because of a fucking pothole in Iraq and shit. Like there's no Department of Highway here. Motherfucker mad because he spilled his wine on his fucking jacket. Like, yo, why are you drinking wine back there anyway? You know what I mean? It was really crazy. These people were very eccentric, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was when I first got the inklings of like, hey, something weird is going on. Like, they shouldn't be treating us like that. And I, like, in my mind, I was like, okay, whatever. They're high up people in the government. Like, I'm a E3 for whatever. And then the Epstein stuff. When Epstein got arrested again, and then eventually, quote unquote, committed suicide. And
right.
That's when
paper sheets
sort of raised a bunch.
Well, it's funny because that suicide shares similarity with at least one other of that 56 coincidental suicides.
Yeah, and then
56 degrees of the Clintons. That's what we're gonna call it.
Hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself comes out, and I think through a page. I'm pretty sure it was at J.K. Childs. I'm pretty sure he's the one where I saw the Q stuff for the first time later in 2019. About September 2019 is when I started like seeing that stuff pop up. Didn't really know what it was. Then November I saw Joe M's plan to save the world, and that was my send down the rabbit hole. And I found it at 11:30 that night, and I didn't go to sleep till 4:30.
Wow.
So I just dove deep.
I found it interesting how here's a theorem that, you know, the truth is people don't want their concept of reality to be disturbed, especially by something so atrocious, right? So here's a theorem that you can literally take a few hours and go down the rabbit hole.
Or days. And it'll engage you, but not only engage you, give you plausible evidentiary submissions, whether physical or auditory, that lend to the theorem being plausible. But yet when it comes to the opposite, people saying that's fake, but there's never any evidentiary fucking dispute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's nothing evidentiary contradiction. They always just give you the emotional loaded language up front, and it's hollow. There's nothing following it. There's no, okay, I'm stupid, I'm a dickhead, and this is completely fake. Go. Where's the link? Where's the research? I just finished telling you what, Doc, how many hours you spent?
He said 5.
I spent 5
At
hours.
least 5 that night.
Binging on
and
this
then
shit.
The next day. It was easy for me because I had just gotten out of the Army, and
He recently got out of the Army. October. Congratulations.
October?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service to our
But
fucking
how
great
crazy
nation.
is that? He gets out of the Army.
Thank you.
And then the fucking pandemic kicks off.
Kabam, bitches.
That must have been some gay ass shit for you, dude.
yeah, I mean, I sort of lucked out being a former medic.
Oh, yeah,
And
you were on point. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to go and take care of all the people, and I mean, they were talking about recalling a bunch of guys, but so I was on the lookout for that. I was about to get real pissed about shaving my beard, but I just was able to sit down and do research. I didn't have anything else blocking.
You were
stopping me
peace.
from
You
doing
were
it.
relaxed. And you actually, how many hours would you say you put into this?
Oh, I don't even know, man.
Total. Come
Like,
on, wild ass guest, Doc. Don't leave us fucking hanging.
I got to give you
couple
some.
hundred at
All
least.
right, I got to give you some
Nice.
weight. You're the
Thousands,
guest on the show. We got to give you some balls, baby. Let people know why you're here.
He's got balls of
Bro,
solid
like-
stone. Look at his image.
Yeah.
He's drinking fucking man yogurt like it's fucking beer and shit.
He just milked his prostate.
That's all right.
You got a Windex over there.
He's like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? That's all right,
No,
Doc.
but
You
yeah,
can bang who you want as
I've
long as
done,
it's not a
like,
kid.
Yeah.
I've done a decent amount of research, and I didn't start my page until mid-March, I want to say. So I was like,
Goddamn,
I
4
was doing it
months.
discreetly for, from November to March, and then started talking about it to our mutual friend, and
sir.
he helped me really dive deep and confirm a bunch of stuff because he has firsthand knowledge in a lot of it, because he was exposed to it directly.
Yeah, he's
And,
of the industry.
What do you mean
Yep,
exposed
he's
to
in
it?
the industry.
Oh, in Hollywood.
Of the industry, and a couple of the suicides are linked to him.
Wow.
Yes.
Not in a negative aspect, but in a relationship
knows the
aspect.
people,
yeah,
right.
they're friends.
Relationship.
They're homies,
He's got
homies.
some deep insight.
Yeah,
of
like super
what's
big.
going on, and I will positively say I wouldn't be at my page without him,
Yeah.
because bouncing ideas off of him about certain people that he knows personally, and
Right.
he's like, oh yeah, that dude's a fucking creep. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, he's the
So-
man, bro. And
For
yeah,
sure.
same deal with me, man. And I take perspective from like a multitude of sides and people, and like I said, the majority, the consensus is this is plausible. This is actually, to me, some of the most realistic shit. And I don't mean just in the aspect of this government or the way things work, and just in general in the world, and also the history of humanity, period. Like, because I think on a fucking other plane, man, even if this is what we're facing, I still think a whole other level above that. Like, there's just something else up there just pulling the strings, writing this code. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this right here, this is the meat and potatoes. Think about what's the most darkest, atrocious thing you could ever think about in this world. And it is exactly what we're discussing. Every nightmare that's ever been portrayed in Hollywood balled into one. This is what we're talking about.
Yep. It's like if you're watching a movie and you're wondering where the fuck they came up with some of the shit that they're
And
putting
the
on screen.
fucking specifics. And remember, I fucking contribute. To the there is always a meaning to every bit of imagery on a screen, even the color of things. And this is taught to you in a professional educational setting. When you're going to film school and you study media arts and things of that nature, even in theater, all has its purpose and place, right? It's all about not missing an opportunity to convey a message, whether apparent or subliminally. That is the very point of image. And then when you don't understand, as we go through this and watch the Indiana Joneses and watch the fucking, the Pet Cemeteries and all this shit, and then you get later on in life, you start to see this as like the joke I referred to about Nancy Pelosi, and then now they're being real. It's almost that on a bigger scale that crosses the span of your life. Like, oh my God, is this where they got the premise for this movie from? What the fuck? It's sick.
Yeah. For me, like early on, Monsters Inc. Like I saw a Twitter thread and
Crazy, bro.
somebody connected Monsters Inc. at the end of the Twitter thread, and I was just like, holy shit! Like,
how about
there's no
Little
way
Monsters
this
with
is real.
Fred Savage? Yeah,
Yeah.
another one. Freaky. The same premise, man. And then it's true, to it would be true in the aspect of the theory of why certain, like, let's say, gods or entities are no longer present is because we don't fear them. We don't devote energy towards them, so they're weaker. You understand? So that's been premise in Hollywood and stuff like that. But then when we're starting to go into adrenochrome harvesting, and the fact that they try to, drive the kids into fear so it can release this, then that gives value to fear, whether in the form of a chemical or in the form of energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucking crazy to me, that correlation.
Yeah, exactly. Just the connections to Hollywood is like really disturbing. And then, you see Katy Perry, like she started out as a gospel singer. Like she started out as a gospel singer, and then you look at her music videos now, like her latest music videos, and it's all Illuminati, satanic stuff. Like, and it's just like, where did this?
So I kind of wanna fucking put a pin in that right here, because let's say you yourself were on a trajectory of success and you have encountered this group of individuals that you find somehow just completely consuming your personal life. You're in several circles, right? And they are all in cahoots with something that you know is against your moral compass, you know? But it's one of those everybody's doing it kind of things. Like, at what point, especially after all this shit is coming out, do you continue to die with the fucking lie? Like the guys that are fucking doing the wet work for the Clintons or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing is wrong. Like, at what point are they gonna nut up? Because they're of us. And I'm gonna tell you, like, we've been in situations where we get it in. It's a part of the nature of the job. But at some point, we start to grow a conscience and say,
I'm doing this for
I'm
what
doing
reason
this
is?
for what and for who? You know? And, like, at what point will all this plausible fucking just atrocities being, spoken out there, how could you continue to do the fucking work? How could you continue to be complicit with the lie? Like, enough. That's sick. This is the time where they should sit back and take some sort of fucking, I don't know, fucking mental fucking inventory and say,
Well, if those-
there is an entire other side of this, Steve. There's a giant, huge amount of people that say this is absolutely wrong. You guys, I don't care how many people in your life said it feels good is right. You got to jump in on it. Right now, you see the other side of the world saying, you a dirty motherfucker. You're not on the side of right here. You're on the side of the evil.
Yeah, but that's what we're assuming, that they're using the same staff to do all that work.
Or the
look
staff
at-
is implicit too, because if your boss is telling you something,
Well, but not only that. Say you don't know what you don't know. You get a fucking assignment. You get half the cash up front, half the cash when you're fucking done. You don't know what you don't know, right? It ain't your fault. You told me to mail a letter, so I went and mailed the motherfucking letter. You didn't tell me nothing about it. Like that cat that just went and fucking shot that dude up, or the dude and the fucking kid up over in New Jersey. The judge's kid.
oh yeah, that FedEx driver.
And then that fucking guy's found a couple hours later. He's
That's
already
a patsy.
dead.
That motherfucker,
He's already
he
dead.
didn't kill him.
No, exactly.
Everybody knows he didn't kill him.
So, I
My
mean,
prediction is they use the cartels. I think that they use MS-13 or some other cartel.
It makes sense, and it's probably why Trump is so adamant about eradicating MS-13. They probably use them, and then why could they possibly use them? We're talking about officials in the highest form of our governments that could grant these people their political asylum. That could grant them fucking ease across the border.
dude, they could turn him into fucking Elvis if they wanted to.
They
They're
could make them
unlimited
CIA.
power.
Yeah, they can make them whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And we're talking about a bunch of gangbangers allowed to sling their dope and do hits. Sounds familiar? Iran-Contra?
It
Sounds very
everywhere.
familiar and plausible. Let me tell you something. It's funny how no one discussed about revamping the CIA. As much shit as they've been into that has fucked this country over. I don't care whose directive. I'm serious. Think about it.
Right.
If we're gonna fucking give shit to the FBI, why are we not giving shit to the CIA? If we're gonna give shit to the ATF about fucking Waco, why are we not gonna give shit to the CIA?
I think
That's a solid question.
It's their hands in the media. Like
Agreed.
I was telling you
Yeah,
earlier,
it's
they
just
got
a conglomerate.
Offices in the media.
Well, to me, that answers your question right there. The CIA is the very organization that harbors these fucking psychos and these fucking dirtbags. They're the only ones with unbridled access in and out of the boundaries of this fucking government.
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere. So that tells me
There are
right there, the
documents.
CIA is the fucking arm of these motherfuckers. I'm sorry, I'm making a statement.
For example, you know as well as I do, if they are, you take a human fucking product.
I'm not saying all of them that work there.
No. But you take a human fucking product that's designed for one thing. You train that human to do fucking one thing, and that's all that fucking person thinks about.
Then you give him a fucking daddy complex or a god complex, and now he wants to please daddy or whoever the fuck pulled him out of the slums, and he's still an egotistical youth and is not wise, and plus his information stream is limited. Yeah, to him the greatest pleasure in the world is making whoever his handler is happy.
Right? Exactly. And you don't know what he's being fed. You don't know what he's
too
fucking
easy, bro.
drinking. You
Too
don't know
easy.
what chemicals he's fucking ingesting. You just don't know.
Give me a motherfucker for 4 or 5 years,
Dude,
I'll show
forget
you a
about it.
nightmare. CIA's had how long?
Forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of nightmares out there.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, definitely.
forget about it.
Yeah. Way to go, CIA, douchebags. That's what they got.
I mean, there's documents in the FBI vault. Like, if you can go to the FBI vault on Google or whatever, go to their website, and you can pull up documents connecting the FBI with the mafia in investigations on who assassinated JFK.
Well, you not only that, the FBI also partnered with the mafia to protect the docks from fucking Nazi fucking infiltrations and submarines.
Yeah.
That was a no shit paid sponsorship from the government to those crime families.
And
for
it
protection.
And for several years, it was ran by J. Edgar Hoover, who was a fucking homosexual and a cross-dresser, and he fucking persecuted homosexuals the fucking entire time he was fucking in power. So come on.
The way you say homosexual is mad funny, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Homosexual.
That's why God gave us rifles, right?
Why?
To protect us from the dinosaurs and the homosexuals.
We don't believe that over here.
No,
so
we love everybody.
I love everybody.
Except dinosaurs. Well,
Yeah.
birds. I like birds or dinosaurs.
Now, fuck a dinosaur.
And alligators. I like alligators.
Nah, yeah, listen.
Alligator tastes great.
Like we said, man, it don't
Alligator
matter. It don't matter who you fuck, as long as you don't fuck kids, bro.
You don't hurt anybody, we're good.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
And if you could take a wang, you could take a joke.
Dude, you take a dick, take a joke. It's like we used to say to fucking a dude who used to hang out. He doesn't hang out anymore. Suck a steel dick, suck a real dick.
What does that mean?
No, the vape pens.
But I've smoked vape pens before. I've never had a fucking penis in my mouth, Steve.
As far as you know.
I just like trying new
How
technologies.
many times you passed out, wake up with a sore butt?
See, that's the problem with you old motherfuckers. Y'all be making fun of young motherfuckers for
See?
trying new shit. I'll be getting mad.
How many times?
Everything you put in your mouth is a penis.
Okay.
Can't even eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich
How
up in
many
this motherfucker.
how many times you fucking passed out, woke up with a sore butt? How many times?
I do have hemorrhoids, and I don't know where they came from. Sorry, Doc.
Sorry, Doc.
That's off bad monkey tangent.
Offline, I'll tell you which part of Walter Reed I worked in. You won't be surprised that I'm not offended or grossed out or anything like that.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, are you? Oh, never mind. I was going to ask a fisting joke, but
It
I'm
must
not
have
going
been
to.
bad because you stopped.
And he never stopped.
Steve caught himself. It must be bad. He's gonna write it down on a note and burn it so it's never spoken into
Nah, dude,
existence.
I'm gonna leave it in there just like the last one
That's
from
a
all
lot
the
to hang on
podcasts.
to, bro.
Saying.
Jesus Christ.
but
That wasn't
yeah,
an
I mean,
awkward silence. That was me taking a sip of my peanut butter whiskey.
Peanut butter whiskey, that's right.
That shit is pimp, dude. Screwball. You ever had it?
Yeah, I think I have.
All
I
right.
have.
So, Doc,
Been a while.
let me ask you a question. Let's get into the JFK shit. Where does the
Okay.
fuck? Okay, so we're talking about Trump and you know, so the new people are out there. You have to understand that because some of you guys are probably just so have the blinders on so hard that you probably took a step off down the rabbit hole and stopped like, you know, fucking a quarter way in. When it's all said and done, it is like the greatest story fucking ever told. It is literally the shit that Scorsese makes movies out of, bro. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Basically, JFK faked his
That's one of the
death.
things I'm looking forward to.
JFK
when it's all said and
Jr.
I'm
done,
sorry,
is the
sir.
movie.
You're correct. JFK Jr. faked his death because of this inherent knowledge of the behind-the-scenes activity of the cabal, quote-unquote cabal.
Well, the reason his dad was killed.
and the reason why his dad was killed, which
he was
is
going to
true.
bring it to light.
Yes, and not only that, Majestic 12, which was a thorn in JFK's ass, which was a consortium of 12 of the top key government official individuals and of corporate like Steele and all that bullshit, basically were formed after Roswell, New Mexico,
right?
Basically, they were the ones who were in charge of all things UFO and alien. And then one of the biggest names on there was Bush Sr.
Mhm.
The Bushes have been implicated in a multitude of conspiracies.
Who was also the head of the CIA for a long
Correct,
period of time.
which we already
Exactly,
discerned by not knowing as a matter of fact, but we were discerned by just basic fucking coincidentals, fucking incidents by the fucking statistical motherfuckers. You've been involved in every fucking shit in the world. Y'all got something going on over there. All right, so it's not all for sure. You know, don't get me. I don't know shit. All right, I woke up in
Right.
this morning. I looked in the mirror and I said, "God damn, I don't know shit, bro." All right, so I don't know shit, but my logical brain is telling me there's some dirty motherfuckers working over there. All right, that being said, yeah, there's that coincidence of that tie, and then you look into the JFK assassination. JFK was starting his own fucking program outside of NASA. Well, I'm sorry, he started the whole race to the moon, and basically he was told that they didn't want him to pursue that, so he pursued it on a level of personal relationships. So he's the one who first started that whole shit, you know. But he was what do you call it? Advised against that, and then they're trying to shut down the Fed as well. That was a huge deal, or started inquiring about the Fed, you know. And I think that also links back to, you know, what was it? Those 3 individuals
That were killed on the
that were killed
Titanic.
on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Which is them contesting the Fed. So, you know, not even on just one plausibility. They're like linked to this shit on a multitude of plausibilities.
Right.
It comes down to how many coincidences
Until it's mathematically impossible.
Dude, that's why if you're listening to this, you gotta watch the fucking video series, The Fall of the Cabal.
And you gotta
That
watch
woman
them.
put thousands of hours into
And you
it.
gotta watch them on the website, because if you go to the YouTube links, YouTube is censoring the 5th video, which is Pizzagate specifically. But if you're on the actual website and you watch the video from there, if you want to, you can scroll straight to video 5 on the timeline link.
What's the website?
I forgot what it was. Give me 1 second.
I'll look it up.
I'm not sure
Pauly,
what
you
the
got it?
website is, but
Nah, we're looking it up on our side, Doc.
And then she also, if you subscribe to her on YouTube, she moved from YouTube to a whole other platform, and you can follow her breadcrumbs from there. But, you know, she's pretty knowledgeable.
yeah, she's got some good stuff. The Pizzagate video, Q mail drops on, Instagram. He's got it in his IGTV. section.
Nice. So
If
what
you
was it?
scroll down, he's
Q
got the
mail
whole
drops?
series.
Q mail drops.
Q mail drops. Yeah.
All right, guys,
Q
you heard
mail
that.
drops
Go to
on Instagram.
Q mail drops on Instagram, and you can see really the the 5th one is the one that just sets it the fuck off. Can you
Yeah,
want to
it-
give a brief highlight of Pizzagate for the listeners that are just saying, you know what, I'm giving this shit a chance. Give me something good.
Yeah, I mean, Pizzagate, it's a complicated one. It goes to the adrenochrome stuff and child molestation, child rape, stuff like that. What brought everybody's attention to it was the Comet Ping Pong in Washington, D.C. The event that kicked it all off to, get most people's attention to it was when a guy shot a couple rounds from an AR-15 through the window.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody thinks Pizzagate is, that dude just going and shooting up the place.
Well, and then you see, but you have to understand, it was that very incident of which the censorship, or the premise of the censorship, is being the front that the censorship war is being waged on. The fact that they don't want that quote unquote disinformation to be released, and then individuals act as such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That to them, that is the whole justification of the censorship, which to me is no justification, because we got crazy people all fucking day long that run the streets. And who knows? I'm not calling homie crazy. What if he's not fucking crazy? What if this was real? If it was real, then hey, somebody send him a cup of noodles for his commissary. Homie on point.
Yeah, and I remember I was right outside DC when it happened, and then so I remember hearing about it pretty vividly, and then it pretty much comes down to a dude who owns the place. His name is James Alefantis.
Also, they're saying that there's a tie to the Rothschild family.
Yeah, the guy who owns the restaurant.
Alefantis, yep.
Yep. Possibly a Rothschild. And I mean, you look at the dude's Instagram, or his Instagram's private now, but from posts that you'll see it in Fall of the Cabal Part 5.
It's pedophilia everywhere.
Pedophilia, pizza, pedophilic symbols. I mean, just really weird hashtags and stuff. And I mean, you can look at the hashtags and be like, oh, you can't discern this stuff.
So
just from
apparently,
hashtags
apparently these high-profile individuals were going to this one pizza shop that in the basement had several ping pong tables set up, like pizza and ping pong. I went to the version in London. And give me a second. Fucking mic and lights stuck in your teeth. And I went to the one in London and shit like that. I didn't know. I wasn't woke at that. I didn't know anything about this, but you know, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, little fucking chicken wings and shit, and then the ping pong and all that. But over here, the DC one was implicated in through WikiLeaks as being a hub for pedophiles and Satanists that subscribe to the Illuminati specifically. And we're talking about individuals like Obama, whatever, high profile. This is Podesta. This is where Obama comes into it. And the Clintons. So what it is apparently you were able to rent out like a fucking booth here for several $1,000s, and they took photos of fucking children like half naked on the ping pong tables and shit, and it was just fucking sick shit. Like, and you gotta ask yourself, who the fuck is gonna rent a VIP booth in a ping pong fucking restaurant that sells pizza and chicken wings for $20,000, but it's completely isolated in a fucking secluded area of the fucking restaurant. And it was
leftover pizza for $10,000.
They're selling leftover pizza, and it's just through an email stream.
Right.
So you have to be a part of this email stream to get these emails, and they're selling leftover pizza, quote unquote, for $10,000. And a part of the description is, bruised and blind or whatever,
barely alive.
But and
it's gonna be thrown out in one day or some shit.
Yeah, it's sick shit. And then where they tie Obama into is the visits to these certain locations, and also a $65,000 bill to the White House for flying in fucking pizza
and hot
dogs and wings and all that bullshit from Chicago.
And then there's an email right after that
from Hillary Clinton.
Clinton chastising him
like you have to be more careful,
discreet,
and he's laughing and jokes back to her and says, over pizza and wings, whatever. I'm doing the best Obama voice I can. I gotta probably put penis in my butt, but
mind you, all the food in the White House has to be prepared in the White House. All the food that the president eats,
good point. I didn't even realize that point. You know where I looked at it from? Why the fuck are you paying? Well, how much is $65,000 motherfucking dollars worth of fucking pizza? That is impossible. Somebody show me. If you know how the guys like fucking, they'll take visuals and shit like show you like, I want to know how many stacks of fucking pizza is $65,000, and I'm gonna tell you if that's even plausible to eat in one party. You can kiss my motherfucking
Dude, how
ass.
many? You get the
There's
fuck
no
out.
way in hell,
Too
bro.
many people.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you need 30,000 people? 30,000 people. Come
even
on.
if the motherfucker was deep dish, no, sorry.
Right.
Anyway, Doc. So that it's too many fucking coincidences, man. Is anything interesting you want to leave someone, say, like I said, coming into this, and like where would you lead them to, and like what would you suggest to them?
So probably one of the best documentaries that I've seen, apart from Fall of the Cabal, something, I forget the exact name, Fall of the Cabal.
Yeah, that's it.
Out of Shadows.
Oh, that's a good one too. Those are both two that Jason fucking sent this shit to me, right? Because he knows how my brain works. Jason sent this to me, and then he sent Out of the Shadows first, and then he sent Fall of the Cabal. So I'm busy sometimes, so I can only watch a few at a time. And bro, he sent that shit to me, and the next thing you know, I'm researching shit on my own. Because I'm relatively logical on occasion.
Well, you're also a fucking investigator. So that by nature, that's what you do. And also that's why I notice you're that's your cup of tea. You're a researcher.
So I start digging around in some things, and I have my own feeling about this stuff, and my feelings are my own. But the point is, if these people aren't brought to justice, there's gonna be some fucking street justice dealt out.
So this is how I explain it to Storm Doc, right, Doc? I says, okay, and like I said, once again, I'm on another fucking level. I hate having to premise that shit all the time, so I just want you guys to know, you don't gotta think the way I think. I know it's kind of crazy, but at the end of it all, if this is a fucking video game we're living in, there's a theme to the video game. The creators is not just going to open up a planet like Sims and say, go fuck off. That's why that shit ain't successful. You need a premise. It's like Call of Duty. You got the missions. You got you got to be the gangster. You got to own the hotels. You got to whatever. So the ultimate fucking theme of the simulation, it makes perfect sense. It's good versus fucking evil. I mean, that is the most evilest shit you can look at. So then now we're talking about individuals such as myself, such as other individuals I know, that are, what did we call it last time, Storm Doc? We called it not timid to use violence. You know, not afraid. Used to violence. Not afraid of resorting to violence.
Right.
So there's individuals of our cloth that have deployed in combat situations in war and seen some atrocities and lost friends, man, and have experienced a tremendous amount of loss and sleep and just psychosis and just relationships and just all this hell. And if all is true, or all proofs would be true, that means even the war in and of itself was a fucking just a point of this vanity, a point of this corruption and this greed, and all that shit was for nothing. But that being said, is a double-edged sword. That's that many motherfuckers they created that are very comfortable with violence, looking to justify the hell we just walked. And there's nothing more justifiable than children. So I feel for them very much so, Steve. Very much so. They don't know the hell they unleashed on themselves. This shit is going to be serious.
Which is fine with me.
And we don't even have to organize. That's the crazy shit. There is no organization to this. You got every gangster coming towards you. Oh my God.
Yeah, and there's a lot of older, serious people that aren't opposed to violence either.
I hear you, dogs.
As a matter of fact, there's some people that may have been practicing it for several decades.
Mm-hmm. That find themselves in their circles.
Right.
Y'all done fucked up. Hey, and I would say this, Tom Hanks, if this is true, bro,
you better hope I don't see you in Mykonos.
It don't matter. It don't matter. There's nowhere you could run.
You know what I can do with a steel pen? Feel that pen.
That's a nice one, too. I got the same. No, this is different. This is sexy.
I can end you at the fucking urinal with that pen.
My prostate just pumped a little.
You get blood flow below the waist?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, me too, but that's just because Bo's rubbing his giant wang on me.
Yeah. It's giving you that good juju.
Dude, his fucking dick's half the size of his body.
Yeah, about
You'd have to get like special pants made for him and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
When he gets a fucking hard on, he gets dizzy because his dick's so big.
Yeah, it's up to stay on the other side of the room when he gets a hard on.
Dude, it's crazy.
Don't come over here.
Every time a female comes in here, his fucking lipstick stands out like a baby's arm.
Yeah, and that shit is just like pulsating and
It's fucking
shit. It's
crazy.
sick, dude.
Just saying.
Sorry, Doc.
Anyway, when we start talking about violence, and my fucking Agent Orange starts acting up.
Speaking of Agent Orange.
What?
What is it? What was that agency that developed Agent Orange? Bayer?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Whoa, man. What
You know,
the
they teach
fuck?
there's a school. It's called Applied Explosive Techniques. It's run by the agency we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have enough soap when you're heating the gasoline and mixing it,
Mm-hmm.
you can use blood.
That's interesting. For napalm?
Yep.
Why?
I
Interesting.
don't know.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yep.
But with the soap? Or with
Yep.
the gasoline? Blood and gasoline?
No, blood and gasoline. You got to stir it up.
If blood and gasoline is a propellant, can you imagine a room full of people burning
I can.
in gasoline?
I can. I can't imagine a room full of people burning.
I've seen
Or
it
a building.
with my own eyes.
I still smell it.
That's why God invented fucking gel toothpaste.
Smells like fried chicken.
Stick it up your nose.
All right, Doc. So let's talk about your the 501c you're championing.
Yep,
it's a very
exactly.
important
Well-
one. Very important one.
Well, I mean, it's one that's backed by the majority of the people in our group. Like, I mean, not group, but like in our movement, OUR Rescue.
OUR
Operation
Rescue.
Underground Railroad.
Right.
Operation
And,
Underground
it's headed
Railroad.
by Tim Ballard. They rescue kids all over the world, and their popularity has exploded the past couple of weeks. Ever since the Wayfair sort of scandal that happened a couple weeks ago, their popularity exploded because Tim Ballard came out and he was like, "That's absolutely a way that they could be trafficking kids. And
what you're talking about is a Wayfair, which is a company that sells everything. However, they do have certain pieces of furniture that are available for exorbitant amounts of money. For example, you could buy an armoire. The armoire just happens to have the name of Madeline, and that armoire in particular is $35,000. However, it's made out of pine that they harvest in fucking North America, regular construction. But that particular armoire is worth $35,000.
If it was like fucking cedar or some shit like that, like they make the stocks out of Beretta.
35 grand, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, man, if it was that shit that they make the Beretta double over-unders or something like that, those things are like 20 grand a rifle, bro.
Dude, we fucking shot fucking $60,000 rifles.
But that's that walnut, that chest walnut, that shit right there. That's like 30 grand.
Kick like a mule.
Yeah. But you're going to have to name it something else. I don't want nothing named after a little girl that I own.
Nah, fuck
right.
no.
Right.
I'm just saying, that's where Wayfair comes in.
But aren't they also associated with the Rockefellers?
Yeah, I remember seeing something. They're associated with the Rockefellers. They're associated with Ghislaine Maxwell. They're associated with a few people.
Right? And have we talked about the
with
suicides? The fucking Kate Moss, fucking Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
who were
man.
the couple other ones?
We also had
Avicii.
Avicii.
Avicii, that's right.
The guy from Stone Temple Pilots.
No. Scott Weiland killed himself. We're Soundgarden.
Chris Cornell, sorry.
These are all people that were going to blow the whistle on this shit, and they all killed themselves. Hung themselves with a fucking scarf over.
Maybe Kurt Cobain, too, is associated with this because his wife got wrapped up in some funny shit, too.
Yeah, but he blew his brains out with a shotgun.
Yeah, but maybe he didn't.
I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't there.
I'm just saying.
Kurt Cobain could be Chester Bennington from
Chester Bennington, and that brings you to the Podesta. It looked like him.
What you were mentioning is some individuals who have a propensity for violence or who have been in the business of fucking dealing with that particular subject for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. There's a room full of them right here, and we're actually, if it comes to that, we're down with whatever it takes, whatever is required in all things.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like, people are like, "Oh, what if Trump's involved? This is just a big psyop,
right?"
And we're all just gonna stand by and let it happen.
No, it's not gonna fucking.
I was like, no, I can tell you myself, as well as hundreds of other people are gonna be kidding up and going to DC to rip these people out.
Well, it could be that. It could be overt like that. There could be a bunch of guys heading down there, a bunch of girls heading down there, whatever. Or it could be like when the Israelis hunted down the Palestinians when they killed those fucking athletes. It could be the same thing.
True.
It could be the similar situation as the fucking Nazi hunters. And not only that, if this is fucking accurate, and these scumbags are actually participating in this fucking horrific behavior, what they don't understand is there is a fucking enormous amount of people that are incredibly schooled in violence, and they can wait. And it doesn't matter where we're standing at, where we're sitting, what we're doing. When those individuals turn that fucking light switch on, that's it. You're done. When that individual makes that decision, there is nowhere you can hide from them. You can't get away.
Yeah, Greece, nowhere.
Right.
There ain't nowhere you can hide. And not only that, we have friends everywhere, just as many friends as these motherfuckers do. Regardless, they might not have the zeros, but we have the skills and the technology. Our nation's been at war for fucking 20 years. Never on the face of the earth has a better equipped, a better trained, a better led, a better fed force ever fucking existed. They don't get that.
Right.
And these individuals are not going to sit around and fucking tolerate that. They just won't. Some things are just fucking against the rules. And anytime you hurt a woman or a fucking kid, it's against the rules. You're going to get put down like a fucking sick dog. And don't get me wrong, your fucking girlfriend or your wife bangs your best friend when you're on deployment. You get one open-handed smack, and then that's it. That doesn't qualify. But fucking anything else, man, you're going to pay the fucking toll to the troll.
I don't think she deserves to get smacked. I think they deserve a cake and a celebration.
Well, the dude, if he knows you, he's getting fucked up.
Well, if he knows you, like I said, a cake and a celebration, man. Fuck yeah. One, you knocked out two birds with one incident.
Oh, yeah, well, true, but she fucking banged him when you were in harm's way. That ain't cool, man.
And that's your ego. Who cares?
I care, motherfucker.
I don't. Fuck both of them. Thank God they got out of my life. Imagine if you had to come back home and she did do all that shit anyway, and then you didn't know, and then you kiss her in the mouth.
Oh man, that's so bad.
That's terrible, bro.
Dude, that's wrong as two boys fucking right there.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
said
nasty.
it. I said it.
What's scarier than come on a mustache? That's right.
Have you guys seen what's going on with Ellen?
Who?
Oh, fucking
that bitch.
dude!
Ellen DeGeneres.
Apparently, her fucking her stage
Set.
is set up. Her set is set up similar to some of the rooms over there in fucking Fantasy Island.
When you look at Orgy Island, it's an exact replica of it with the fucking palm trees and the color coding and also the dome on top of one of the fucking buildings.
Yo, you think Fantasy Island is
Right.
like played off of Orgy Island? You think maybe?
No, that was long before that.
You never know.
Dude, it's don't
never
don't
know.
do that.
You don't want me to ruin that.
I already
But
have
wasn't that tattoo? Wasn't like he a little French freaky dude that
He's
had
a-
mad fucking mad models, and he was a
No,
sex
he was
addict?
he was a midget with a giant penis.
Whatever, bro.
Or was he really a midget?
I don't know.
Oh, that's deep, B.
Dude.
That's deep.
That's just wrong.
I got a
right there.
clip
That's
I'll
just
send
wrong.
you guys of the Pinocchio clip out of Pinocchio where he's talking about capturing little boys and bringing them to an island.
Yeah, man, that's
Like-
terrible. Disney once again, fucking
Dude.
dirtbags, bro.
Lost
Yeah.
Boys.
Lost Boys, look at that. Vampires drinking blood and shit, eating fucking noodles with fucking worms in
Maggots.
it.
Maggots.
And shit. Yeah, that was a dope ass soundtrack though.
Greatest movie of all time.
Yeah. What was it? Depeche Mode and all over up in that motherfucker. We're gonna listen. We're gonna go out with Depeche Mode just in this fucking. No, that's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. We're talking about the children. No. I like Depeche Mode. Can't associate them with Yingling.
No, we were talking about the. we were talking.
I see what you did there.
No, we were talking about all the suicides, and then all of a sudden, well, bam, our computer system went down. We've been hitting hard on fucking Q. Our computer system goes down.
Zap.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Nah, I just forgot a cable, dog. My bad.
My bad, dog.
I cannot lie, dog. I can't
Hey.
perpetrate a lie.
Hey, Doc, when all this fucking shit goes live, man, you better be rolling fucking heavy.
Yeah. Oh, Doc. For our so you're actually a medic, military, Army, Walter Reed. You're a specialist. You know. I put up a post about my med kit, and a couple of people felt it would be cool if you go through some of a basic, at least try to get your hands on kind of list. You got some items you want to shoot off for our listeners, brother, and then we could do something more extensively after this. You know, like me and you talked about before,
Yeah,
putting up a
yeah.
post.
Yeah. Well, you want to start with tourniquet. You can go with Cat 7, Soft T, Rat. Or is it Rat? No. RMT, not Rat. Not the Rat. RMT. The Rat is a bungee cord that'll cause actual tissue damage. And it doesn't fully occlude the arteries in some cases. Really hard to use. But Cat
What's going
7,
on?
RMT, Soft T, and Recon Medical, they have a good one. There's a bunch out there. Just look at the committee of COTC. Is
And
Committee
what?
of Combat Casualty Care.
So what else would you? How about would you? What do you advocate for quick clot or stuffing gauze?
Yeah, so Quick Clot's good, but Celox gauze,
Yeah,
it uses its own clotting factors over the body's clotting factors, where Quick Clot uses the body's clotting factors. And if you have somebody, and this is more applicable to the civilian side, if you have somebody that's on blood thinners or something like that, those blood thinners are going to counteract the hemorrhagic factors of Quick Clot.
So what we're
So
speaking about
it might not work as well.
So what we're speaking about to the listeners out there that are just a little lost is, so the two items that we're naming, or should I say three that we've named? We named Quick Clot, and we like Celox gauze, and we also named a tourniquet. And what their purpose is to stop the bleeding. You know, and when you get like a very deep laceration that is potentially arterial, in nature where you're bleeding out of the artery. You're looking to tourniquet the wound about 2 inches above or below a joint, specifically so that you're able to cut off the artery, but it has to be above the wound from where blocking the pathway from the heart to the exit of the wound. Also, for the laceration itself, it is the quick clot agent or the Silox gauze to where it will absorb the blood and perform some sort of cauterization effect of the wound. Correct?
Yeah, pretty much. And then chest seal. So
chest seal, sucking chest wounds. Yes.
Yeah, block those off, stop air exiting and entering the chest cavity.
Yep.
If you have the training for it, a decompression needle.
Correct.
Where you will prevent tension pneumothoraxes. The normal just Curlex gauze, compressed gauze, you want to pack the quick clot or Celox into the wound and then back it up with normal compressed gauze to just add some more pressure. Then a pressure dressing.
Like an Israeli dressing?
You can get them from NAR. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. That's the one where with the clip on it, where you go through the clip and then back the other way and just keep wrapping and get it super tight, and that'll stop that. But don't forget normal Band-Aids and stuff like that, because a lot of time I'm guilty of it with the aid kit or something. You overthink those things. You always prepare for the big stuff, but then
small laceration,
you're more likely to just get a small cut that can be taken care of with a Band-Aid.
And then you see the dudes with the big gauze and the medical tape on their finger and shit.
Right.
Say, shut up, bitch, rub some fucking dirt on it.
Yeah.
That's Steve's med kit. How about something to say, let's just say for an example, name one thing that you would, if you had to take with you in a scenario in which you are outside of any medical help or attention for at least 3 days. What is something that you would want to bring or you would want to have in your kit?
I mean, so whenever I go hunting, I bring a full medical kit, like IFAC, with tourniquet, Celox or quick clot, chest seal, needle D, what else? Pair of gloves, some tape, compressed gauze.
And then in a splint, you could fucking use anything in nature for a splint.
Thing,
yeah. That's why I bring the tape, because the tape can help form the splint, as well as tourniquet. You can use a tourniquet to secure a splint to somebody's leg or arm or something like that.
Say someone looking to go down the route of basic medical knowledge or training. Which one would you suggest? You suggest them going down the March route or the TCCC route? And do you have any websites or something that you found to be a little bit more tailored to civilian populace?
Well, I mean, March is the standard right now, as far as I know. I don't think they changed it within the past year.
Got it.
March, massive hemorrhage, airway, respiration, circulation, and hypothermia. Mm-hmm. Where that's the algorithm that you'll follow when treating somebody.
Yeah.
So, first thing you do is stop the bleeding. Then you check the airway, see if they're breathing correctly, and if you have the training for it, put an NPA, nasopharyngeal airway, in their nose if you have one. If you're more advanced, you can do a cricoid thyrotomy. Don't know if I'm saying that right.
A cric.
Emergency trach?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You cut into the throat and put a straw down there.
Yeah, the nasopharyngeal airway, that one. I think
but if their face is crushed or some shit.
Exactly, you're going to have to go straight to the tracheotomy. What's up, Pauly? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just for the listeners, just so they can know,
more whiskey for
whiskey,
just for the lisperers.
So it used to be ABCs of medical treatment, airway, breathing, circulation.
Yeah.
Everything's is upgraded after we went to Iraq and over the war and stuff like that. So now we
got smarter.
Right.
You know, it used to be
Weird.
weird, right?
Funny how that happens.
You know, it used to be 2 inches above the wound for the tourniquet. Now
Yeah.
it's high and tight. The higher you go, the better it is.
Because they're going to bounce
Makes
off
sense,
something that's
yeah.
going to get torn
And
loose.
not only that, if it's a severed artery, that shit retracts.
Yeah.
Kabam.
Yeah.
It sucks up right,
Right.
into the...
Happened to one of my buddies. Got caught right in the hip, right around his hip flexor, and it severed one of his abdominal.
yeah.
The arteries coming out the abdomen, and they couldn't.
The femoral.
Yeah, the femoral. They couldn't clamp it because it fucking retracted up into behind his gut. It was nuts, dude.
You bleed out?
Yeah, on the
That
helicopter.
sucks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
R.I.P. Big dog.
Yeah, so for the listeners, so they can know, you know, just go out there and get as much training as you can.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Just like a pistol and a parachute.
I feel comfortable with a
Right.
pistol and a parachute like a motherfucker. I'll do anything with a pistol and a parachute.
Word.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
Pistol
you're
and parachute.
your
That's
own
the next
first line of
t-shirt.
defense.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the training, you can get basic training in a day. Like, it does it. It's not hard. And, I mean, it's just super simple stuff to do for the most part.
Nothing to get intimidated
You don't
about.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to get intimidated about. And it's good enough to be able to do and wait for EMS to get there where they can then go and
I
do
think
some more advanced stuff.
Yeah, more so it's just like educating yourself would prevent you from being almost in that surreal state of fucking goddamn cortisol shock. You know what I
Well-
mean?
well, if
Just because
you-
you understand what's going on, you could, you know, put your poise to jump right into action.
Well, and also the situation is, and
right.
we've talked about this before, you got to fucking think about these things that may occur, and if you fucking
Yeah.
thought about it and you have a plan, that saves you seconds, which
Linking neurons,
which
baby.
increases your
Yeah.
fucking survivability fucking exponentially.
Linking neurons, dude. Path of least resistance. That's all
That's
you're
right.
doing. If I thought about it and it happened,
Yep.
that means I know, my brain already knows the fucking path to take. You know?
Bam.
Boom. That's what we do behind the glass.
Yeah.
I'm like a fucking movie producer. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, this motherfucker really is digging in a bomb.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And his chest
Yeah,
should be right about
Just
There.
like I thought it.
bastard. Bastard. Hey, what other organizations you want our fucking folks to fucking help out with there, Doc?
Well, another one would be Vets for Child Rescue.
Right?
Which
Vets
is,
for Child Rescue.
Run by,
Hell yeah.
that's run by Craig Sawyer, Sawman Sawyer.
Right?
Former SEAL.
It's a fucking badass. He'll fucking kill you
gotta-
dead as fried
We gotta
chicken.
reach out to him, man. That's a badass name. Sawman.
Craig Sawyer. Oh, yeah. He's dude.
Sawman. What?
No,
the that's like a god name. Sawman.
He's a fucking badass. I'll reach out and see if he's willing to come on. But
That'd be
those
sweet, dude.
But those cats are fucking busy all the time. They got
I
this.
dig it, man.
They got one dude helping them. Guy's name's Kirby. Fucking Vietnam fucking Master Chief. Came back in, did fucking Afghanistan, Iraq. Got out after like 40 years or something stupid. He's fucking super short. Fucking arms stick out like this because his lats are fucking gigantic. But they're out there fucking doing the deal.
Chopping down trees.
Oh,
and
they
shit.
ain't-
They got
playing.
a really good documentary. If you want to understand the scope of how vast the industry of pedophilia is,
Yeah.
watch his documentary Contraland.
Contraland.
Contraband.
Contraland.
Contraland.
It's on. I'm watching that shit.
You can find it on YouTube. You can go to their website and watch it, and it's awesome. Like it really gives you a look inside of what really is going on. It doesn't go into like the Q stuff that we were talking about earlier, but it gives you the scope. Like, I mean, they got an army recruiter,
You know,
like, on film.
once again, it's to that point that they don't go too deep into the Q stuff. It's because I just want to reiterate to the folks out there that are listening, you don't have to fucking drink the Kool-Aid. If it looks like Kool-Aid to you, we're not asking you to jump off a ledge. We're not asking you to fucking subscribe via email or get on some sort of mailing list or anything like that. Look, just asking you to question, one. And two, ask yourself, at the end of all this psychoticness, this crazy, plausible fucking just bedlam, the craziest story ever told, like I said, what about the children, bro? You know what I mean?
Do your fucking research is what we're saying.
Yeah, what about,
Yeah.
if it's real, what
Dude.
about the children, bro?
Do your research, decide for yourself. Like, I mean, every once in a while I'll post like a spreadsheet of like all the subjects that is covered under this stuff or people dive into, and it gives people a good guideline of what to research. Go do your research, discern for yourself on what to believe, and come up with your own conclusions.
Yeah.
But, like, you can follow my page, you can follow many other pages, and
what is your page, Doc?
I post daily.
What is your page?
So it's at _storm_doc.
Doc, DOC. At _storm_doc.
Why Storm? You know I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Why Storm, bro?
Because it's cool.
So Storm's coming.
Oh,
Kabam, bitches.
you made my liver quiver.
Is that blood
But
flow
so
blood?
for my page in particular,
I got the mulch.
Mulch. We have a mulch
for
sighting.
my page in particular, like, I'm shadow banned as shit. So you gotta type in my full username, and
So that means
I gotta back
that
up.
means no one could really, like, you gotta have to spell out your whole fucking name for you to pop up.
yeah, you gotta spell out my full username. It happens to a lot of.
I know, but I also notice it occurs very much so to the topics at hand. Like, you can, like, okay, so the other day I was trying to find some fucking contradictory statements on fucking Dr. Oz, because I remember seeing him being super emotional about the paranoia being worse than the disease itself during the first week or two about this. Like, he was going on a whole circuit, damn near crying, like, "Hey guys, gonna ruin the country." And then out of nowhere, fucking, all with the mask and all this bullshit. And it's the same thing as Fauci, the flip-flopping. But then the flip-flopping don't fucking bother me as much as the demeanor in which they flip-flop. It's almost as if they're still matter of fact, as if they did not contradict themselves. That to me is very scary, that a person can contradict themselves with the coolest poker face on earth. That's Dr. Fauci.
That is a fucking
And doing
pathological
complete
liar.
180.
Narcissist.
That being said, he was at the cusp of the fucking AIDS pandemic. Like, he was the go-to. Apparently, him and his partner in Italy were the ones that were fucking researching AIDS prior to it even being a thing. And then hanging on to the manner of which it is spread for research purposes, mainly so that their a retrovirus for the AIDS would be passed through, FDA restrictions, and about a year it took. And they let AIDS get perpetually worse. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that Fauci was banning
and
monkeys?
then
I say not monkeys. I say he created AIDS. He has something to do with AIDS. And the simple, to me, math is math, right? He was the first motherfucker to raise his hand and say, "I got this," or "I know about this already." That's fucking weird, being that the world didn't know shit. 2, this motherfucker's been in the position he's been in the last 5 administrations, of which how many have been fucking 2 terms? Come on, man. No one in public office has ever held that seat for that long. That motherfucker's plugged in, dude. And now he's at the cusp and at the fucking spearhead of this pandemic. And he was at the fucking, he was also implicated in some sort of stop pay federal program that held funds from being released to the specific laboratory in Wuhan for development of the specific coronavirus. He allowed funding to continue through even after this federal mandate of stop pay of this specifically fucking virus that has attacked us. Has been basically, they've been brewing this, they've been cooking this during the Obama administration. Am I right or wrong?
If you look in 2005, pretty much. I mean, in 2005, NIH came out with a study showing. I mean, this has to do with hydroxychloroquine, like showing that hydroxychloroquine fights against SARS-like viruses and is effective.
And then the simple point that doctors have been able to prescribe hydroxychloroquine, which is one of the oldest medications in the American fucking arsenal. We used to fucking prescribe that shit to sons of bitches coming out of Vietnam for malaria.
Right.
And so 60 plus years, doctors were able to prescribe it for even a motherfucking headache if they felt like it. And then now the FDA wants to fucking limit their prescription of hydroxychloroquine. Shit don't sound right. You know what sounds right? I can't pronounce this shit because I'm Puerto Rican, but remdesivir, that fucking
remdesivir,
that new fucking retro drug. that is still being fucking, we call it fucking pushed through the pipeline, you know, to get fucking FDA approved, similar to the AIDS retrovirus that Fauci has his name on as well. You know, that costs $3,000 more than the prescription to hydroxychloroquine. That makes sense to me.
They're saying, oh, the virus is going to get pushed through. They're not going to do all the double-blind studies and all that stuff yet. They're just going to push it through and
to quote that. What was the African doctor's name? The one with the African accent, the female in DC.
Simone Gales.
I want to get her name
Gail?
right.
Maybe.
Gail.
I forget. I could be wrong.
Gail, what's her name? Yeah. What she say? She goes, "What does someone who is dying care about a double-blind study? What does the dead have to do with a double-blind study?"
Right.
It's true.
Exactly.
They're dying.
Exactly.
Who the fuck cares about a double-blind study? That's like if you tell someone, we might potentially have the cure for cancer, but you gotta wait at the end of the year till they release it. And they're like, nigga, I'm gonna die in like a month.
Right.
What's her name?
Right.
Stella Emanuel. The doctor Stella Emanuel. That was my Stella Emanuel impersonation. What does someone that is dying care about a double-blind study? Yeah. That was good.
That was good.
She roasted Stella Emanuel, She roasted one doctor, or somebody, like, she was saying how she cured 350 people COVID and all this stuff, and the dude was trying to say hydroxychloroquine was ineffective completely.
Yeah, and then she was saying that his ER is never full to capacity. You don't know anything.
Right.
And then she also called out Dr. Fauci. She said, I dare you to take a urinalysis test, and I bet you will find hydroxychloroquine in your blood.
All of them. She fucking called out all of them.
Yeah.
She called them all out. I don't hear them taking a piss test. Take a piss test. Let me see. You want to call her a witch and a wizard and a Christian and all that, but what people are forgetting is she's a certified doctor that works at ground zero, dog. Y'all want to discredit this woman because she believes that demon sperm and all this. And let me tell you, I tell people all the time, I like her style. I believe everything she believes. I'm gonna tell you, I'm on another plane. So when people come to me like, yeah, she think the devil's baby, and I don't fuck with me. I'll be thinking the same shit.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, she's got the proof that it worked. She hasn't lost a single patient. So.
Steve's like, I lost D. I lost him.
I lost him, man.
That motherfucker's gone. His head is out there.
That's all right. Triple Puerto Rico do you good.
Yeah. I might want pussy again.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm scared of women now, Doc. Because right now, women at my age, you know what it's like? It's like the DJ going, last call for alcohol. All they want is a baby and the marriage, and I've been there. I'm broken.
Nah.
Yeah, dog. I'm divorced. I got 3 baby mamas. I'm like, I'm trying to see what it feels like not to have to pay for kids, and I'm almost there. My oldest is 19 in college. That shit feel good.
Right on.
Yeah, every girl I date now, you didn't marry with the babies. They're like, no, didn't you just see what I've been through?
Knock me up, Jason. Knock me up.
Go read my book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm fucking traumatized, girl. I just want somebody to love me and go on vacations. And
that's it. I just want to fucking smoke some weed, do some podcasts, have some sex every once in a while, do some security contracts.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that, good. I don't want no more kids, baby. I don't want no more kids.
Bro, that was like the perfect life you just described, dude.
Well, we just did it, motherfucker.
That was beautiful, bro.
Wait, because we lived it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is my life.
That's right. Well,
I love it. Doc, thank you for coming on, my brother.
hey,
I
much
appreciate
love,
it,
man.
dude.
Stay safe and fucking roll heavy, motherfucker. I ain't kidding. Have one in the chamber.
Get some fucking Windex for your computer, you dirty bastard.
Have one in the chamber. It's the_storm_duck. Doc. At the_storm_doc. DOC. Check him out, man.
Yeah, I would like
check him out.
Give a shout out to a couple of pages real quick.
Do your thing.
Send that
Dr.
shit.
J Bright.
Yeah.
At Dr. J Bright. He has helped me out since I started the page. Done some digs with him and exposed some stuff.
Yo, you're getting too close. You gave it too many details. You got to back up, bro. There you go. All right. I saw a tattoo on your arm. Yo, you was about to cross that line.
I was reading.
They were going to see fucking Brenda or some shit written under that motherfucker.
No, it's underwear. It's underwear.
T's the worst. Jason, you know him.
T's just my dude. I fuck with T.
Yeah, Little Miss Patriots, another good page. Bakery, the Bakery, Baquery.
Nice.
Their website. They created a sort of like a news website, but uncensored. Like, you're gonna get the real stuff. And Instagram has actually blocked their website from actually being shared. You cannot send their website in messages. You cannot tag them in anything. You can't do anything. You have to actually go to Google and go to their website.
Doc,
nice.
Bakery.com.
Remember when we talked about what made it real for me? What made it real for you?
I mean, just connecting the dots with stuff, like seeing stuff that's out in the open, and like I said, interacting with or seeing Trump's interactions with my friends at Walter Reed.
He was a dope
and
dude,
seeing how
right?
genuine of a person he was.
Real dude, he was saying. Real dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would come out of his way. You guys would be like behind the curtains, like you don't want to be seen, and he would come out like and sneak his way towards you guys and pull the curtain and be like, "What's up, guys? How you doing?" Say what's up to you guys.
Pretty much, like,
deal,
if he
man.
saw that we were standing there, he would go and shake whoever's hand it was that was there, and like we would be standing there with Secret Service.
What's the energy you felt from him? What was it like?
I mean, I never met him personally. I just saw him walk by, but like
how he treated the guys on your staff and stuff like that.
Gracious. Like, I mean, it was grateful, like, for us to be there. He was a genuine person. He was genuinely being nice. And then for other reasons, I don't want to like say too much for HIPAA reasons, but he gifted us at Walter Reed with like the best steaks ever. They brought him down to the USO.
Nice.
And, I'm pretty sure he sent the White House kitchen staff to come and cook them.
That's dope.
At the USO
That's solid
Walter
shit
Reed,
right
and
there.
they got some ninjas.
They were amazing.
Fucking Benihana shit going down.
Damn.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What made it real for me was General Flynn swearing in again.
That too. I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
That was big. That was
pretty
a big
much
deal.
confirming Q.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think, General Flynn is the top intelligence officer of our country.
Bam,
And
bitches.
he got up there
and recited.
did that Q oath and said, where we go all. Like, that right there was a big confirmation.
He breathed life
real.
into it for me.
Yeah, me too.
Not only was I already sold, I was like, yeah, it's all plausible. But he also reassured me that we have people on our side there too.
As high as you can go.
As high as you can go. Like, this is a thing. Like,
Well, because what everybody forgets in our fucking great nation, you know, the United States is a democracy, right? However, we are a fucking military superpower. At any given time, the cats with all the fucking guns can say, hey.
and it's getting close to that.
They say, guess what? All you fucking cocksuckers.
I ain't liking what you weird fuckers are doing.
Exactly. And they can fucking round those bitches up, because I guarantee goddamn to you, everybody that's fucking standing on a gun right now, everybody that's doing shit, these cats all get together and say, hey, we're fucking
done with this shit.
We're doing a fucking a coup, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but we got a bunch of people that have been doing some fucking terrible fucking shit forever. This is a fucking videos, this is a proof. We're fucking rounding these cats
Told you.
up.
That was-
You cats ready? Let's fucking get it done.
That's the proverbial, this is it, boys. You ready?
And then-
Conversation.
And then those guys are like, dude, we've been doing this shit for the last 20 years. Now we get to do it in our own country for some motherfuckers who really deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
For some real shit? Fuck
I'm
yeah.
down.
This is closing the loop. This is closure. Woo!
Exactly.
That's
And
how
then-
big it
For
is.
anybody,
Well, at the end of that video,
For
the end
anybody
of the fall of the cabal, they're talking about fucking bringing peace, no longer going to fucking war for fucking drugs and oil and shit. Talking about some real fucking power, renewable energy
Like I said,
solutions.
a lot of people are predicting us coming into the age of golden consciousness. I got some of the best years of our species are ahead of us, and I'm
Well,
sure
some-
this is the catalyst to get
Well,
there.
dudes are getting sick of smoking motherfuckers for heroin and
It's
fucking
stupid.
gasoline.
And for nothing, because you turn around 10 years later, it's still the same amount of heroin and gasoline are being moved. Fuck
Exactly.
this. Yeah.
right?
Sorry,
Right.
Doc, we cut you off.
And
last.
no, you're good. You're good. Like, I would like to say to people in our community, like, have an open mind. Like, the veterans who have been out in country and potentially seen stuff that is connected to this stuff, like you have, Jason. Like, it's real. Like, a lot of the stuff is real, and just have an open mind. Go do the research, look for yourself, and decide for yourself whether you want to believe it or not.
The world is big,
I mean,
one would like to believe that the possibilities are infinite, but the truth is, it's not. All has been done and all has been said before. We just forgot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of evidence out there that people are purposely covering up. Yeah. People in our government.
The omission in and of itself. The omission and the, the intentional fucking blatant omission of these topics that are at the cusp of everyone's fucking interest. At the fucking point of everyone's interest. Everyone is just like, yeah, everything is fun and look at the cute kids on the Instagram and yeah, this person got some new sneakers. But what about that shit I read about like 9 posts ago? Hold on, this shit fucking me up. Like, no one's addressing any of this. And it's circulating rapidly. Yeah. And then the worst thing is you start to realize, one, no media outlet is fucking regurgitating this, which is frightening. Frightening because it's a missed opportunity to ride the wave of something that is just fucking viral. And then also, which is anti-capitalist in and of itself. And then there's fucking the implicated celebrities' silence.
Right.
And exactly. Clinton's silence.
Like the loudest people. Like fucking what's his name? Al Pacino fucking calling Trump this and that and everybody calling dummy. He's so stupid. He's so dumb. They don't even they're nothing, not a peep. Everybody's laughing, and you know what I said the other day?
I'm hoping they're terrified.
No, they're giving them. They're not talking because they know they're about to get busted, and it's like the powers that be are giving them enough time to commit seppuku.
I hope so. Those cocksuckers fucking disemboweled themselves, so save us the trouble.
Yeah, Dr. J. Bright on Instagram, he told me that he's in Germany. This dude is more patriotic than a lot of people. He's German. He's he's former German military. He's a young guy, but he told me that there's 20,000 people protesting in Germany right now.
I dig Germany, man.
Always have.
I dig Germany, and let me tell you, Germany, like, dude, so many parallels with the U.S. and our major metropolises, and similar to like London downtown or whatever. You start to see the influence
in order. There's order,
cleanliness, clean, everything beautiful. And Germany will be one of our first stops to eat pork after coming back from the Middle East. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We'll go get the Hefeweizen. Was it Hefeweizen? Hefeweizen? Yeah, all that shit. Yeah. Bringing me back, baby.
Right on. Cool. All right, Doc. Well, hey, man. Yeah. Lots of love from us. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Fucking reach out anytime. And if you're ever out here in the city, come hang, grab a steak. We'll have fucking JD throw some ink on your ass.
Yeah, literally on your butt cheeks.
On your butt cheeks.
I'll be up in Pennsylvania in about a week or two. So
cool. We're up there frequently.
Let me know.
We will.
You guys are
August 29 and 30. August 29 and 30.
What we doing coming up?
29 and 30.
Yeah, so August 28th, 29th, 30th, we're going to have intro to long range, and then we're going to do the level 1 long range, and then
Uncle Steve's going to be teaching fucking basic rifle and basic pistol. That's right.
All right.
So come down.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make it up there. I'll bring my 6.5 up.
Bring what you got. You better be rolling heavy when I see you next, Doc. I'm going to give you a package check.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll bring my 6.5. Yeah, I walked that thing out to 800 yards a couple weeks ago.
Jason will have you out to fucking 15 like it's nothing.
With a 6.5? No, with a 6.5, I could get you to 15 easy.
Oh, you get my dumb ass to 15, he can get you there.
It depends on your scope. What kind of scope you got?
Loophole Mark 6.
Yeah.
Tremor 3.
Yeah. You could walk out to 1,500 easy.
Exactly, because you might need it if shit don't get real.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Well, maybe not that easy, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
All right, brother. Hey, man, nothing but respect your way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, thank you for your service, especially in the medical field and in Walter Reed, my brother. Appreciate you. You are a true fucking patriot.
And we'll be in touch for sure.
I super appreciate you being at the fucking the forefront of this movement, man. You're definitely, you get it. You get when I say, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You are the other side of that. The spore is saying, if this is real, I'm going to fucking put this shit into light. You know what I mean? Not like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are stupid. All right, I'll be that.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stand back. And just
Check out my
watch it happen.
Instagram. I put a
had to do
fucking
something
paper,
about it.
stapler to my chest last week, man.
I made a whole life out of being stupid, and it's been pretty cool.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't give a fuck. All right, brother. God
All right.
bless, man.
Out, man. You take good care.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Steve, man, you awake, bro?
Oh, just barely. I'm tired.
I was dropping too many fucking $10 words, man. I'm sorry, dog.
That's all right.
I should put you to sleep like a lullaby. Steve was like, stop with the word. That's like when I'm giving a class on the range, he's in the back like, it's my $10 words, man. I know how to get sleep to sleep. Just giving the $10 words,
I only
baby.
start falling asleep when you guys start shooting.
It's like a lullaby.
No, it is a lullaby. It puts me to sleep every time. I'll be up back there sleeping in a chair.
He's like, I'm so warm.
It makes me happy.
Makes me tingly inside.
The sound of gunfire and the smell of cordite makes me all warm and fuzzy. I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, once again, I just want to reiterate to the fucking listeners out there, man. This wasn't to try to convert you over to the dark side or the white side or the Jedi side or the fucking goddamn, whatever the fuck, goddamn. I don't give a shit. Listen,
Don't care.
ask the questions on your own. There's some funny shit going on. And like I said, the reason why we're so adamant about it is because there's fucking children implicated in this. What is going on? Are there children being hurt? Yes or no? And both sides of the fence. You disgusting sons of bitches. If that's the case, I don't like cryptic talk. I hate suspenseful fucking movies. Get to the fucking point. I don't even like women to wear lingerie. I don't
Get
care.
naked.
Take the shit off. We're getting naked. Let me see how sloppy your toppy could get. I do not give a shit about the theatrics. Cut the cryptic shit the fuck out and get to it. Are there children being hurt? And if that's the case,
Who's doing it?
please, a simple fucking roster will suffice, right?
That's right. That's all we need are names. We'll get the rest.
But it's gotta be fucking definite, cause you know I don't.
We need proof. We
I've been
can't-
there. I've been there before with the. Oh, so he wasn't a bad guy. Damn.
Sorry.
You know what we did to
My
the
bad.
motherfucker?
Give his family 10 grand. Next.
Shit, dog.
Sorry.
That shit. It'd be a bit of information we could have used a couple hours ago.
Yeah. You picked the wrong fucking cafe to have shy at, motherfucker. Sorry.
He looked like him though.
Yeah, he looked a lot like him.
Damn, I'm a racist motherfucker, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, so don't make us say that.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah, just give us the definites. Who's
Yeah.
dirty? Let me know. That's all you gotta do,
And
baby.
it
Just one
don't-
time, baby.
It don't matter what side of the, if you're a fucking Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, whatever. You're fucking hurting kids, man. It's time.
And you know what?
It's
It's
time.
coming, bro. You cannot run from. That's one thing I learned.
It's against the
Karma,
rules.
she coming to collect my G.
It's against the rules, man. It's against the fucking rules.
Yeah, we're bringing the rules back. No women, no kids, bro.
That's it. No women and no kids.
Yeah.
All right. We about done?
Yes, sir.
Let's put out shout outs to Recon Sniper Foundation.
Yep. Veteran response.
Shooters Gauntlet, veteransresponse.org, our buddy Ray Gross.
Yep. Force Blue.
Forrest
Rudy
Blue,
Reyes.
fucking massive supplements, Mitch Aguiar, fucking love that guy. And our fucking bro Wes Whitlock over at Rogue American Apparel, can't forget him. He's a fucking
Big
maniac.
ups, big ups. Good condition one. Power bars.
That's right.
Bro,
Fucking
Matt.
SOCOM Care Coalition, Navy SEAL Foundation.
Yep.
What else? What else we got?
Navy
Power.
SEAL Foundation coming up
Oh,
soon.
yeah, we got a swim happening this weekend. There's going to be a bunch of dudes swimming across the Hudson. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
But also, I want to read a fucking quick message that a dude from Australia sent to me on the fucking Instagram talking to me about the goddamn podcast, if you can believe it. It just fucking reached out of the blue.
I dig it.
Okay, here it comes. He talks about, okay,
They listen to us in Australia,
you
dog?
know, listen, hey, mate, just wanted to reach out from Australia and say a big thank you for your podcast with the boys. After listening to your podcast with Brian Russell from Horsepower Therapy,
Love that guy.
I decided and reached out to him and had a great conversation with him about the work he's doing with the veteran community, which is abso-fucking-lutely amazing, and the avenue he approaches it by, which is very unique. I just bought a Mustang for the first time in my life and wanted to get together with like-minded people. blah, 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 blah. Anyway, if it wasn't for fucking soft, bad monkey, I would have never had the opportunity. Continue what you guys are doing. And a big fucking thank you all the way from Australia. And this is from fucking PJ Stewart and Paul_Stewart_86, Australian snowboarder, fucking conservationist, hunter, outdoor enthusiast, kettlebell, and coffee addict.
Sounds like
so
a beast.
cats in fucking Australia are listening to us, fucking getting something out of the podcast.
God bless you
digging
guys, man. Appreciate y'all, man, out there, man.
God
Thank
bless
you.
everybody.
And that is what we're about. Listen, the people that sponsor us financially, they haven't done so in a while, but we don't give a shit. They done it because they wanted to.
Right.
It's not like we're muscling, strong-arming people. So everybody, I say that to say this, everybody that we shot out, we don't get nothing from them.
We love them.
Those are our homies, bro, and we know them personally, and we know they're good-hearted, and we know their intentions are real. You dig? So we do it for free. We do it on the arm. We don't get money for this shit. Man, we chilling, B. We see this because we love this. This is what we want, and that is what I bring that point up to say that this is what it's about right there. The hooking up people with the 501c we preach about.
Yeah.
The getting people, connecting people, and veterans specifically, people of like-minded and similar paths and walks of life. Because I was telling Steve a couple of weeks ago or last week when we were talking about it. It's honestly 22 a day is too fucking much. And the government and the federal system, and I get it. I see the obligation that they take upon themselves, but the number has not gone down, and they've been at the helm for however fucking X amount of years. All right, it's our time to help each other out. Each one teach one, and that's all we're doing. We don't give a fuck about the money. I'm good. We don't need shit. But what we need is for our brothers to stop doing that shit. I hate them phone calls. I hate that moment of silence that something done fucked up because ain't nobody joking no more. I hate for nothing. I hate it. I hate it. And then there's so much going on in the background of this world. I could see that. I could see the shit lending to that calamity going on in someone's mind. And if a simple just highlighting and throwing some shine on our brothers that are doing good therapeutically for our other brothers that are hurting, bro, let's go. Call us. Let us know what we could do for you.
Exactly. What I hate the most about that shit, man, is seeing the fucking phone number on my fucking phone.
Yeah, man. But you keep it there.
Oh, dude, somebody asked me one time, you fucking delete guys' phone numbers. I said, how the fuck could you? How the fuck
could you? It's a memory. It's like a tattoo on your skin. It's like, nah, why would I?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, I got proof of my relationship to this person's existence.
Probably.
Why would I give that up? What benefit would it give me? Nothing. Just because emotionally it does something to me to see the name, I'm afraid of that. I've never been the person to be afraid of anything. I enjoy that. I look at the dark side, but I enjoy it. I like looking at people pass away for some reason. I think it's a beautiful thing. I don't think it's an ugly thing. I wasn't the one that caught. Well, maybe on some occasions I was the one, but not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see people in accidents and shit like that, I don't turn away. I see the beauty in everything.
It's part of the deal, man.
Yeah.
We all got it coming.
Especially those dirty sons of bitches. I ain't turning away for that. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna throw some 4th of July fireworks and them shits.
I'm gonna come out of retirement for that shit.
Yeah. You don't fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out of retirement. This is gonna be like, when they, what was it when John Wick 3 when everybody went after them?
Yeah.
Bro, you better not let no definitive shit hit the fucking main. That's why they're hiding it. It's gonna be like John Wick 3. They're gonna have a hit on it. It's gonna be like 1,000 big dick swinging motherfuckers in FedEx trucks coming your way, dog.
Somebody's gonna be standing behind you at the urinal with a sharpened pencil.
And I feel bad for FedEx, man. They're gonna be on the fucking collateral damage. There's nobody gonna want to answer the door.
The best thing.
They have to ring the app and shit. Leave it at the doorstep.
Dude, the best thing is that everybody's doing home delivery now. Oh, they have those vests.
Yeah.
Those little vests.
Amazon. The little Amazon vans. And those are perfect vans. You just spray paint that shit with Amazon shit on it.
Right?
Everybody's got masks on now. You guys did this to yourself. You dirty bastards. With the masks and the pandemic and then the fucking...
all this shit.
The home deliveries.
The home deliveries and enabling Jeff Bezos and to be a mega god.
Well, if you think about it, they did it completely fucking
y'all
backwards.
done fucked up.
They did it backwards.
They're so stupid.
They should have done the fucking they should have done the civil unrest first. Should have done the civil unrest first, and then you do the lockdown. That way you can guarantee a mail-in ballot. Now you can.
And also in Iraq, if you're past out a certain curfew, you're opposite already guilty. But you're right. They should have did the civil unrest when everyone was still fearful of the civil unrest.
Right.
They fucked up by not doing that. What they did was they gave the country, the world, a reset, an emotional, quiet, peaceful reset, a rehab for the world, where they were forced to look at their lives and question themselves, is this where I want to be when Jesus comes? And then by the time we emerge with batteries fully fucking charged and perspectives clearer than ever. And then all the funny shit started happening again, and we're like, okay. That's why we're all waking up at the same time. We all went through the same experience, and now we're like, oh yeah, there's definitely some funky shit going on.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna have to pay for this shit.
Yeah.
All right then.
So by the time this airs, you guys already know we got the new hats coming out.
Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka.
What Jason said.
Show him the hat, baby.
Show him the hat. There it is. Look at that shit.
For the month of August, you'll be able to love the bikes.
Oh yeah.
What?
Those bikes were right on cue. So $50, you'll be able to get the hat
And a patch. $5 savings. Fucking Pauly came up with the promo.
For how much?
$50, you get the hat and a patch.
Nice.
And a patch, yeah. So that way we're saving on shipping, and you're saving $5 on the patch. So
There you go.
you make us save, we help you save. Save.
Long time.
And if you
Save
already
long
have
time.
the patch, then just get the hat.
Yeah, and the hat's $45.
That's right. Yeah, what Jason said. All right, you bastards. I'm done.
And with that,
We're out, you filthy fucking meat sacks.